Welcome to Ludus Colony. I'm Colonel Mustard, and we're playing Return of the Obra Dinn. Now we've been through all the chapters. We've collected all the necessary information, but we still have quite a lot of people to identify and establish their causes of death, which I've realised now I really should have been doing as I went along, particularly the causes of death, but I didn't. So hey ho, here we are. I'm just going back through each of the stories just so I can get the voices, names, accents, things like that. But I'm not going to be showing everything because I already did that the first time, and that wouldn't make for very good videos. So I will cut as necessary. Anyway, I'm about to start chapter 2 again. We've established that this is Syed, Solomon of that ilk. This is one of the other Indians. Have we got his name yet? No, but we do know he was crushed by a beast. So yeah, I'm pretty sure these are the 4 Indians. That's one of the other ones. So this one's missing. Oh, is he this one? Yeah, there he is. Okay. Anyone there? Hold on, 53? 51? There are fucking number tags on this. 54? Don't tell me. Let's see. Oh, you are fucking jesting. I don't bloody believe it. 54, Solomon Syed. Wow. Okay. That is some bullshit. Okay, so 51 is him. Those there all along. I am outraged. There is no 54. What the shit? 54 was Solomon, you dickhead. Read the number. 51. 51. My god. Renfred Rajub. Solve all fates in chapter 2. William Hoskett. Wait, that's... Oh, these are the fates I've got. Right, so that was William Hoskett. That's... Actually, in that case, isn't there only one mate left? So we should be able to identify the one with the beard. Should be able to get him down. But for now, let's see if we've got any more tags on hammers. This is... Okay, maybe that wasn't the great reveal I thought it was, because X. Number 10. He's not Winston Smith. It's slightly irritating. 53... I'm assuming it's surely him. This is a gamble. This is a big gamble. But I'm going for it. Okay, have we got any more number tags? Oh, might have, 58. Oh, can I not see his body? Because he's... Oh, you cheeky shits. Can't see it. They've all got their... you bastards. Right, okay, so this numbering thing hasn't actually been as helpful as I was hoping it would be. 3 hammocks, 3 presumably Russians. 47, 45, 46, 45, 46, 47. Yeah, it's the Russians. Okay, so Leonid Volkov is one of them. 46 and 47, it's a toss-up. That doesn't really help because I already knew those 2 were Russians, or suspected. Unless, hold on, do they do different jobs? The only one who does is a topman. We already knew that as well. Balls. 39, 40, 41. Because if the thing tells us, if the entry tells us who's present for this scene, then that's got to narrow it down somewhat, right? This is about to get very complicated, I think. 37, 42. Those don't count. 37 and 42. 22 others were present. So how many hammocks did I see? 1, 2, 3, 11 hammocks. 3 faces, 14. 3 faces at the table, 17. 1 dead, 18. So there are 4 others somewhere. Guessing those don't count. 19. So how are we getting 22? Maybe it does count the ones in the light. Ah, would this tell us which Peters it is? Is it one of the Peters? 48 is not one of the numbers. 60 is also not one of the numbers. Motherfucker. Unless it's one of these. 45. 46. It's got everything but 48. And it's absolutely not going to let me see these. So one of these that I can't see has to be one of the... Fuck me. This is deeply irritating. Surely that should be 52. Maybe it is. This whole room is pissing me off. I realise we're straying into slightly sketchy territory here, but how many of these look Chinese? Did I have any hunches about any of these? Henry Brennan. Did I think O'Hagan? Patrick O'Hagan. 58. 58 is here. Fuck it, I'm going for it. That's Leonid Volkov. That's one of the other Russians. Oh, that's the one I think is Patrick O'Hagan. This game's hard. Is 58 occupied? 58 is occupied. Fuck. I need to narrow it down. Right, so this has got to be whoever the remaining mate is. Oh shit, there are 2 remaining mates. Fuck me. Is he the 3rd or the 4th? Ooh, she shouted out to a Martin, didn't she? Martin, where's the captain? Have you lost your mind? Get back inside. I think he's Martin. I believe it to be true. So these is a 50-50 shot, really. Wait, is it? Shouldn't I have... From the bunk in the first one? The one that was unoccupied? Hold on. Bear with. 50... Oh, there was no 53, was there? There is a 53. Bloody hell. Alright. 53 is the one with the hat. Which means, by process of elimination, 52, as I suspected, must be the one with the X on it. Still can't identify the monkey. Right, so... Yeah, it is him. Abraham Akbar. That's an unknown fate. Oh, he's the one who got possibly crushed, isn't he? Right, did we ever identify him? He's a midshipman named Charles. I'm sure of it. He's Charles Hirschstick. These are the other 2 midshipmen, aren't they? Do we know how he died? Tell Pete's mother, he said to someone Scottish. We'll get to that. Ah. So he's not Peter Milroy. He might be. They're together, which might suggest they hang out. Right, okay. I'm calling it. So he's Thomas Lanker. And he is Pete. Peter Milroy. Right, who else is here? Got a chicken. So, okay, the story of part 2 is there's illness, there's more illness, then he gets taken to the carpenter's. Meanwhile, the butcher is slaughtering a cow and one of the midshipmen is throwing up. That's the end of that story. Right, murder, part 1. To the main deck. Try and do this chronologically, if at all possible. Watch your step, let me help you. Followed by... and we can't see any kind of weapon. Ah, the shell. Was Nichols trying to steal the shell? And had to overpower him to do it. And then Nunzio stumbled across the scene, and Nichols killed him to shut him up. So Hock Sang Lao is going to end up... So maybe I was right, maybe he was framed. Maybe Nichols was trying to steal the shell, and Hock Sang Lao intervened, so Nichols laid him out and then framed him for murder. Meanwhile, Nunzio Pasqua came down and said, "What's occurring?" And Nichols killed him. Just sorting something. Yeah, I mean, that's very sus. All fine here, which is clearly not. Here, yeah, he's killed him. But how has he killed him? He's probably stabbed him. Knifed by Edward Nichols. He speculated wildly. So the shell in this safe thing is already on board. That's interesting. Yeah, he was framed. Okay, so that'll be why the other Formosan shot Nichols later on. Can we narrow anything down here? You're not a seaman, are you? And you're not a midshipman. Probably help if I knew East India Company uniforms, which I don't. Got some bloke. Some other bloke. That's a chicken. Oh, hold on, you're an officer, aren't you? First mate, second mate, third mate. You've surely got to be the fourth mate. With that chapeau. John Davis. We've got a goat. Oh, the monkey is riding the goat. That's delightful. There's the butcher. Is there such a thing as a butcher's mate? No. What kind of fork is that? It could be the cook. It could be a cooking fork. It would probably make sense for the cook to be standing next to the butcher, to be honest. I'm gonna take a leap here. Wielding a fork, hanging out with the butcher. I think he's the cook. Thomas Sefton. Oh. 3 more fates correct. Which ones? Thomas Sefton, he is the cook. Was knifed. Okay, good. I mean, not good for him. Okay, so I've got the Indians. Correct. That's reassuring. Oh, he's the artist. Oh, that would have been obvious right from the start, wouldn't it? Just found possibly the easiest one on the entire ship. He's probably French. Look at his facial hair. Look at him. French as hell. Past the chicken. You know what, these cabins probably give a clue, don't they? Lower the boats, the whole crew will be on us, said somebody. That's Nichols. He's up to no good, just in general. And he's restraining Bunlan Lim, and he has shot this poor sod. Well, okay, we know how he died. He was shot with a gun by Edward Nichols. Seems to be quite a common fate. So they're escaping. They're going to escape to the Canaries with the shells. Taking the Formosans. The Formosan royalty, probably because they're worth something. He might be O'Hagan. Pissing hell. Lars Linder is anguished about something. Peter Milroy. What are you doing here? Right, hold on. I need to hear the voices again.
Slack the lifts and lower the boats. The whole crew will be on us. Give it up.
Right, so one of the ones saying load up the boats had what I think is meant to be an Irish accent. I reckon that's probably him. He looks like he's probably giving orders. He's obviously more senior than... He's not doing the loading. So, second mate steward, Samuel Galligan. That would make sense, because he's in cahoots. Oh, they do have mates. Mates. Right. He might be the other Irishman. He might be O'Hagan. I think he is. Right, I think that's the best I can do for now. So we need to move on to the calling now. Something, wherever you will go. You know what, while I'm here. It's not chronologically correct, but I want to get his cause of death.
Is the squid? Where is my Frenchman?
The squid's gone. Your mate was torn apart.
So, I believe him to be Alfred Clestill. Don't know how he died. However, he did say something interesting. On part 7. Bosun's mate was torn apart by a beast. Fantastic. Now, where was I going? I was going to the calling, wasn't I?
They say strange things about monsters.
He's been spiked by a mermaid, and he speaks Chinese. This really doesn't narrow it down. So yeah, they've kidnapped the Formosan royalty and the chest. Who's this? Oh, the Russian is getting drowned by a beast. So it's just a case of which Russian is which. Right, let's see. He's being... Oh, is he hit him with the shell? He was clubbed by It Bangs, yeah. Right, and this fella... Oh, he's getting dragged off. He's getting drowned by a beast. And I presume... let's see, is there any way we can narrow this down? Honestly, not really. He's one of the Russians, but I don't know which one. And I don't know how I would work it out. That was... 2 people have just gone in the drink. So Bun Lim has been slashed. He's got his shell. So, we already know what's happened to him. He's had the absolute shit burnt out of him. Ah, who are you? Nichols, who has somehow managed to leap across to this boat. And, oh right, yeah, he's hauled the mermaid on board, so that's how they captured the mermaid. Oh wait, there's another one here. There's 3. Okay, maybe he shot them all. Seems like the kind of thing you'd do. Right, so he's shot him because you bastard, you framed my friend for murder. And a boat full of mermaids. So that's the calling. So he was interpreting. He's from China. Buggered if I know which one he is, though. He's a topman. But I think they all are, aren't they? How the fuck are you supposed to narrow this down? Who the piss are you? Absolutely no idea. You know what? If we go back to the execution, can we see the path of each bullet, I wonder? Ah, that's it. I didn't think about that. This game is hard. That is absolutely not a complaint. Right, I think that's all we can get from this one. Part 2. Thomas Sefton. I can fry us a solid meal. Oh, I should have got that. I don't think I was identifying people yet when I did this one. Possibly not.
Let's have a look. No, get back.
Splat. Unknown. Oh, hold on. So he's a steward. Wasn't one of the stewards. Ship steward, India. Of those, if those are all the stewards, he's the most Indian looking. Excuse me, sir. Are you Indian? Now, Philip Dahl is fucking off for reasons unknown. And then this, I think, is a steward. Couldn't tell you which one. Oh, surely he's the 4th mate steward. Surely. Calling it. Disappeared. What a dick. He's standing next to the 3rd mate. which I realise is not conclusive, but I'm doing it anyway. Okay, I think that concludes this one. I'd love to know what Philip Dahl is up to. Why does he do what he does? Right, next one. Oh yeah, him. No voices, just blundering. He's coming out of... Is that the Carpenters? Ah, you motherfucker. You're the Carpenter, you bastard. Winston Smith. You're the Carpenter. And you're going to get spiked, I suspect. Surely means you're the Carpenter's mate. He'd be holding a big fuck-off hammer. You're the Carpenter's mate. Okay, so the one I thought was French was actually not French. Marcus Gibbs. Perished Soldier to Sea Part 8. At the claws of one of the crabs, I suspect. See, it's worth looking back at these, because... clues. I really should have been paying attention the first time round. You're a midshipman. You little bastard. You're the unknown midshipman. How can there be an unknown midshipman? Why is there an unknown midshipman just hanging out? Right, well... Okay, there's a sword. He said, come on, with a bit of an accent. It doesn't really help us very much. I mean, he was... had his leg chopped off. Girl with a Sword by Philip Dahl. There he is. Oh no. 3 more faces, okay. Didn't give me an achievement, so I thought I got one wrong. Roderick Anderson, that was a guess. Patrick O'Hagan. Right, okay. And they're bringing the safe down. So he's a seaman of some description. Is he the one from Sierra Leone? He is some bloke. And he's Lars Linder. So these are all seamen. Surely then, Sierra Leone. Do we know how he died? He disappeared. Unholy Captives is done, as far as we can conclude at the moment. So for Soldier of the Sea... Oh, he's the one sprawled over the capstan, isn't he? Okay, so... the mermaid thing has happened. They've been brought back on board. But there was some talk of there being a curse. Probably because we nicked their shells. Well, we didn't. I didn't do shit. But their shells were nicked. And this could be the curse happening. Because that was the first supernatural thing that happened, wasn't it? We had the loose cargo. We had illness. We had murder. Then we had, yeah, the mermaids. And that's when all the weird shit starts to kick off. So. And what accent was that? Oh, it's probably... he was giving orders. Could possibly have been a French accent. If he sort of... whatever the listening equivalent of squinting is. There's a Polish gunner's mate somewhere. He didn't sound Polish though. And also, why would the gunner's mate be up the rigging? We've got a topman from Persia somewhere. And we've got 4 from China. Including, I think, the one who's dead. This one. Well, it looks like he's been struck by lightning to me. Electrocuted. Yeah, he's been electrocuted. By the sky. Okay, so he's a Chinese topman. Do we know his fate? Disappeared. Prick. We've also got... oh, he's the one... he's the one wearing a turban. Oh, could he be the Persian? I mean, I don't think these days Persians tend to wear a lot of turbans, but back in the day... calling it. Disappeared. How dare you? Oh, well, probably, yeah, because in the calling we had people disappear, and then it turned out they'd gone overboard. So he is one of the Chinese topmen. He will be dying shortly. And you're him. So you're a topman, but we never get to hear your voice. Well, he's not Chinese. He's not from New Guinea. So he could be unknown, or it could be him from Scotland, or it could be him from England. They're all topmen, aren't they? So we've got a Russian. So yeah, he's been well and truly skewered. He's got to be the one saying heave. So what would that make him? He's not a midshipman. He's not Russian. If he's not one of the Peters brothers, assuming they are brothers, he would surely be either Alexander Booth or George Shirley. And then we've got him. And down he goes. That's the best we can do from here, I think. Yep, we'll have to come back to this. Till next time. Bye for now.